Okay, got a couple of stragglers, but let's go ahead and get moving if we can. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here for the championship postgame press conference of the 2025 CUSA Basketball Championship. We're joined by Middle Tennessee head coach Rick Insell, by senior guard Jalen Gregory, by junior Tamia Scott. We'll make sure the attending media here in Huntsville have the ability to ask their questions first. Then we'll move to the Zoom audience. If you're in the Zoom audience, please begin to key in your question in the chat function, and we'll read that here. If you don't mind, please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question. Thanks for attending and for your patience, and we'll now begin with the opening statement from the coach.
We didn't finish. You know, we had chances. We ran our offense. We thought we'd have more problems getting into our offenses, and we didn't. But we just didn't put the ball in the hole as like we should have. We had 10 turnovers, and some of them were costly. But we got out rebounded 42-30. So it's hard to win basketball games when you get out rebounded that much. And we didn't miss but 4 free throws, but they were costly. Right there, I think one time we had a cut to 3, and then we give up a 3. So we just, I thought a couple of their players stepped up and made some shots. Hess made 2 or 3 unbelievable shots out there, way out. I mean, shots that we would have wanted to take, and they were, bottom of the net. And then, I thought Boone scored a couple of crucial times that we just had breakdowns. So, and these two were guarding Boone and Hess, but they were, they busted it all day long. They had to play offense and defense, and that's pretty tough after coming off a game like last night. But still, we had chances to win it. We wish Liberty all the luck in the world, and, great game.
Coach, you mentioned that you were able to get into your offense and get the shots you wanted. Was it just a matter of just not enough of them went down today, or was there anything else?
We didn't attack the rim and I'm not blaming any one player. Nas is usually a lot better when we get her the ball there, and she, there was somebody guarding her who was tall as her. But when she started getting into her, she got to the foul line. This is what we kind of wanted early, and we couldn't get it. And then when Nas got the rhythm of what she wanted to do at that point, we're there late, and we needed to hit some of those baskets, and, we didn't. It's just part of it. It's part of the game. Kids have played hard this year. We've had a tough schedule, and real proud of them. They're down, I'm down, coaching staff down, but, we'll bounce back.
To me, y'all played pretty well defensively, under 30% from the field. When you're getting stops on defense and you can't, get a run yourself on offense, what y'all have to do as a team to even just get back in the game during some of those stretches?
Score. We were struggling to just put the ball in the hole. And, defense has kind of been our gasoline, this whole season. So getting stops, maybe could have helped us on the offensive end too.
Coach, going forward, what are you expecting? WNIT bid? Going forward, do you think there's still a shot at an automatic NCAA tournament?
I really don't know all the ins and outs of that. Chris and Matt kind of are on top of that, Kim. So, I don't know the ins and outs of what's going on. I'm sure that we'll make one of them. I'm pretty sure. But, right now I haven't got that on my mind, to be honest with you. But I appreciate you, Cecil, for coming down here and following us.
Joe, y'all would have been the first team to win 3 in a row, and I know it was come short, but what has being part of this program sort of meant to you over your 4 years here?
It means a lot. I've enjoyed every moment here, and we still have another tournament to complete, so it meant a lot.
Anyone else in the room? Keith, do we have anybody on our Zoom audience? Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate
Good
you.
ladies.
Wow. Great to
This is so great. This is deja vu.
Okay, good afternoon. Thanks to everybody for joining us here for the post-game press conference with the 2025 CUSA Basketball Champions, Liberty Flames. We're joined by Liberty coach Kerry Green, by sophomore guard Asia Boone, and by senior center Bella Smuda. We'll make sure the attending media here in Huntsville have the ability to ask their questions first, and we'll move to our Zoom audience. If you do have a question from our Zoom audience, it'd be most efficient if you can go ahead and start typing those into the chat function. If you don't mind, please state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question. Thanks for your attendance. Thanks for your patience. Now we begin with opening statement from Coach Green.
Well, I have to begin with to give God the glory for this opportunity and for this accomplishment. I've been really blessed working with a great group of young ladies and a great culture that they've built. And it wasn't just this season, it's been previous seasons, and we just continue to build. And I've got two great leaders right here beside me, and especially grateful for Bella, who stepped up when she could have hit the transfer portal or even just not went to school, and because she got her degree. But we're grateful for the leadership, and I really appreciate, what they've been able to do as we've gone into a tough game. We had to defeat the defending champions, and that's what Middle Tennessee was. And, we really played with a lot of energy, and they have a great team. And I really think that as we went into it, that top seed really helped us gain energy and rest and to finish the game like it is. And real proud of this group.
Okay,
Riley,
questions?
Riley Klingman from the Liberty Champion. You described last night in your post-game presser that last year's championship game against Middle Tennessee was like sitting at the dinner table and not eating. Well, now you sat at the dinner table and you eat your feast. So can you kind of describe how it feels on the other side of it this evening?
Well,
That's a funny quote, Coach.
I know I can speak for myself, but I'm probably speaking for everyone. We all like to eat, okay? All like to eat, and for that opportunity of having sweet victory and all that goes along with it, it just made us hungry. I'm talking about eating. We're hungry to come back because last year I felt like we played well one quarter. We didn't play well for three quarters. And their experience in the conference, we just weren't ready. We have to say we're not ready. But this year, as we started training and into the summer, we worked ourselves to being the champion, and we want to give God all the glory for that. So.
And then can you, this is for either of you guys, can you just take me back to the moment when Emma Hess hit that big three-pointer? Like, what was going through your mind if you kind of know that you have the game won at that point?
Absolutely.
Anything else?
I just had, when she made it, I knew, because not only do I have a lot of faith in my senior that I've played for 2 years now, but she is a great player, a great teammate, and a great leader. And she had the privilege and the skill. I had no doubt that she was going to make it. Like, there was no doubt in my mind. I'm like, oh, she's going to miss it. No. Like, I have so much faith in my senior that she was going to make that shot, and she did. So I already knew.
Yeah, I think too, also when she had, I love defense, so I think
Yes.
the three was huge, but even more so when she had Gregory step out of bounds that last
Yes,
few
that was the
seconds.
biggest
That's when I
one.
was like, okay, we're good.
Yep.
I think that. And so shout out to Emma for that. I
Yeah.
like everything she said about her, just being a leader. And, when you're a senior, it's different. You step up a little differently to these big moments. And so I think she definitely did that today. And I'm glad that she did because, now we can celebrate like this.
Yeah.
Bella, you talk about being a senior.
Yeah.
You've been here your entire career, and Liberty won a lot of championships before you got here, and it's been a little bit of a drought for a few years.
Yeah.
Just how sweet is it to get it this year?
Yeah, this has been my, like, all I've been thinking about for the last year, you know, since I was in this, me and Asia were talking about it, like, we were in this press conference room last year with different results.
Yeah.
And that's when I think it kind of began, like, okay, like, I wanted to come back with Liberty and win a championship with Liberty, because I haven't, you know, I kind of said it earlier, but I lost 3 different times in a championship. And it's a hard, sad, terrible feeling, you know. I know how it feels to lose in a championship, and so do a lot of our other seniors as well. And I wanted to, you know, get one with these girls because everyone was so bought in, and so they worked so hard, and I'm so glad that we were able to do it. And I feel like we really did it as a team. And like, no, I know, like, everyone, like I said this in our last press conference, but like, we don't have a star player. Like, everybody can be a star at any moment, and I think that's what makes us, like, so special.
And adding on to that, when we were in this exact position, but the other team, and I got the feeling when we won this championship, the 2 thoughts that came in my head was, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, because he has gotten us through everything that we have faced this whole season. And 2, a setback is a good setup for a good comeback. So we had that hunger the entire season. We even had the second place trophy standing up in the front of our locker room every time we walked in, knowing that, like, hey, this is our goal. Like, every time we walk into practice, the hunger should be there every single time. That 95% coach is always talking about should be there. So we just,
Yeah.
We
now
did
we're
it.
bringing home a first place
Yep.
trophy. We can replace the second
Yep.
place trophy. Because we had it in our locker room, and it has a post-it note on it says, look at this every day
Every
for
day.
motivation.
Yep.
And we definitely did that. And yeah, now we have a first place trophy, and it's so much nicer, and it's
Yeah.
so heavy, guys. I did not realize how heavy it was
yeah,
gonna
I was
be.
holding it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
it was very heavy.
And coach, for you, you've obviously had a lot of success in your career, but it's been a little bit of a drought, 7 years since your last title. How sweet is this when you're able to maybe appreciate it a little bit more?
I certainly appreciate it. I appreciate it every year. We work hard, and, you know, I want them to experience it, you know. And when I hear Bella said, hey, I've never experienced it, she gets to go to the NCAA. She's a sophomore going to the NCAA. I want them to experience that because God has blessed me. And not because we didn't get there. We had some good teams. We're in the championship game. Just for some reason, we can't close it out. That's God's will. I'm thrilled for them. I've had those experiences. I've had Sweet 16, by the way. You know, we
Hey.
see if we can go
Hey,
a
might
little
as
bit
well.
farther. You know, Coach Katie will keep throwing it up on you. You know, Sweet 16 experience, and we know how hard it is to get there. This is a special group. I'm grateful for them, and really all the teams came before. We're always building and developing, and I'm very proud of how hard they work. And you talk about being there and not winning, but we're there. Some teams, you know, take the dive, and they just fall off the face of the earth. We've been right there in the Big South, ASUN, and for 2 years in Conference USA, which I think is a progressive conference. I know it's a progressive conference, and it's stronger challenges, and it seems like there's parity all the way through it, and you've got to come to play, and plus the travel's brutal. Oh man, it's brutal, and to get a number 1 seed and then come in here and secure it with tournament play, I'm so proud of them. And you know, I look down through here, and Bella she was just 4 for 4 on the foul line, and had a double-double, 13 rebounds, 10 points, and real proud of the girls were 10 for 10 from the foul line. And those
Oh,
free
look at
throws meant a lot,
It's
you
that
know,
beat
when
the
you
pro.
win by 5.
It's the beat the pro.
Yes, I beat the pro.
Yeah, you beat the pro today.
Definitely.
Other questions? Anything in the chat room?
Yes, this is from Bryson Gordon, the News and Advance. Coach or player, what do you think it says about the team to achieve this title in such a fashion over the last week? 27-point win over MTSU last week, we're going to share the preseason title and having a chance to play them again in the title game.
Well, what it says about them is they continued to improve. And I'm so proud of how we use this number 95, how they were focused. And what does that mean? The 95 means that we want to make shots, but why would we let a shot that we miss impact us when we may only have the ball 5% of the time in our hands? So there's 95% of running down the floor and blocking a shot and getting a rebound and setting a good screen and making the right pass. The team has stayed focused and eliminated a lot of the noise. And the noise can come from right here, ourselves. It can come from a mother or a dad or a grandparent, people that love us. It can even come from coaches who love them and really want to put them in the right position. I'm just glad that they locked in and they continued to improve and stay focused. I look back, I told them in the locker room before the game, I said, I realize how special they are when we lose by 1 on the road. Later, we win on a last-second shot by Bella on the road by 2. And then we come home, and we have the number 1 seed at home, and we really, as the old country people would say, we hunkered down and played some defense, okay? Played good defense during that period of time, and then had to come right back with that sky-high win on the road last second, sky-high to beat the number 1 seed at that point in time, and then walk into a game 2 days later against a very good third-seeded Western Kentucky who had beaten Middle. And how could we get up for that? Fell down 14, and they fought back and won. I just knew right then the mental things, the distractions they were going through, if they could get through them, and they did, we'd be okay. Real proud of them.
Okay. Any more questions? Folks, thanks for being here. You all are missing a party down the hall.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we'll hear it.
Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck this week.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.